Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's the tight end, Jake Ferguson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Cowboys come away with the victory. No shortage of touchdowns in this one. Ultimately, they get the job done. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Justice Hill. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Ravens get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams. On target to his tight end, Cole Kmet, in the end zone for 6. The Bears win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
Set. 19, ready. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Set it. Ready. Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Set. Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready. Let's go now. Go. Down. Ready. Here we go. Let's go. Set. Here we go. Set. Set. Let's go. Ready. Ready. Let's go now. 40%.
fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 61 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert once more. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Panthers.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Ronham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They work now on second and 9.
Come on, set.
To throw, Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Young off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 22.
They'll throw again. Young. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From the 10, first and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Ready?
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here we go, son.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Herbert. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Read option. Here's Herbert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff for Herbert. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at this Carolina defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a head on him, do they?
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Herbert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go, son.
They'll run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Herbert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
It's now
Here we go.
3rd and
Here's Fields on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Young. They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect it. Confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll run here with Herbert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He was brought down by Trevin.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Fields going to run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Young will set to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Panthers first down. A gain of 9 yards.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. There's Trimble, the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jermaine Johnson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now here's Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Young now. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Young throwing on 4th down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son. Go.
Here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert powering up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
The Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, that's Ligon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Come on, set.
Throwing, Young. Over the middle to Beckham. on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Young. That one complete to Logan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 11. That's a Panthers.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden. It'll be Young again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And New York set to take the field. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Fields now to throw. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is Herbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
13 yards on the play. And the Jets, first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Folk's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And this is Matthew Stafford. He was sensational all afternoon. This one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Rams move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the former Bengal, Tyler Boyd. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers get just their 2nd win of the season. They improve to 2-4. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Alvin Kamara. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints with a big lead on the road at the half. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Football, they had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Panthers first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young. That one complete to Leggett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Young to throw it. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Set, cut. 6, 7.
Young to throw it. Returning right back to Lockett. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Off play action, Fields. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
You got a mini base.
Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and
Ready.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They go play action. Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now a 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here we go. Set.
Young. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Big strides, look at him go. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Young will set to throw.
Carolina.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Legette. Incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Cut.
Now back to throw. Got a man, that's Legette. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Set.
Hubbard again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before him. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So out now come the Jets. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
and you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. Given sets on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, Scott.
Now it's Fields. They'll try and do it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready. Cut.
Here is Young. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Down.
At the 23.
Young. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Young now. It's caught. Lockett. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On the run, it's Dowdle. A great effort there. Yard line, nice run.
That's another Panthers 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
On play action, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Look, ready.
They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Green Jack. Blue 32. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Ryan Fitzgerald down for the Panther field goal.
And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Fields. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Formation for the Jets.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Okay, now, cut.
Now a run with Hubbard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Left side here to Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we set.
Off the play fake, Young. Oh no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready.
To throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Bobby Brown on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Here we go. 48-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds yards, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Read option, here's Herbert. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught by Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
On the option left is Fields. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
All eyes on Fields. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback.
Now after that last catch, already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Returning right back to Lockett.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Young.
At the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Out to the right here to Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields going right back to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
319.
From the gun, here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here we go. A give left side here for Herbert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
To throw is Fields. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. On for the extra point is Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Looking to put a drive together. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without asked to match up to him?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Blue, yellow, 43. Ready.
Young. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal. If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready?
To the air once more, Young. Will try to pick it up himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Now Young on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they're spotted right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this time they were ready for him as they stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?